Hey guys, it's Parsifal. I also go by Will, and I am back with another character babble. This one's another headshot character babble because I actually don't have a full body reference for this character. I had one once upon a time, but this character is very, very old. She is from like 2010, if not earlier, 2000 like 8-ish maybe. I don't think she's that old, but she's pretty old. She's at least 6 years old, and I'm going to say 8 because I believe that's when I did a lot of art of her at first. In terms of no, I didn't do a lot of art of her until at least 2014, but I believe I RP'd her a lot in 2010-ish. But her name is Ayumi, and she is a half Japanese, half Italian member of my character Tybalt's family. And she is the third born sister, and she is the one who gets along best with him. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of information on her because she is a character that I want to work on more and develop more, since, as the age shows, I created her when I was like in high school. I was like 16-ish. So she doesn't have a good amount of development in terms of like stuff that is interesting and unique about her, but she is a falconer, or Faulkner. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. She works with raptor birds, and she is actually probably one of the most uh, relaxed people in the family because most of them are pretty high strung and have pretty bad tempers. And while she does have a habit of being really, really irritable about certain things and pet peeves, she is generally the person who will help um, settle an argument or try and be a voice of reason in her family. She likes her brothers a lot. She gets along with them more than her sisters, which is, I guess, not unusual for family dynamics, but with a family as big as Tybalt's, there's got to be at least like one of those people, if not more. And she is one of those sorts of people who um, tends to break rules if she thinks they're unfair. So she was the type to break curfews or sneak people out of the house, stuff like that, or buy stuff that like her friends weren't allowed to have because their parents were really strict about stuff, and then she would hang on to it, but it was technically theirs and they could use it whenever she was around because they couldn't keep it in their house, stuff like that. um Now that I'm older, she is actually an adult, and because she used to be like a teenager, because isn't that always how like teenage OCs work? Is that she used to be a teenager, now she's an adult because she aged over the years and became like an older character. And um basically she doesn't really have too much of like a storyline right now besides helping her brothers, and I want to expand her story a bit when I can. But she was actually one of my first gender non-conforming characters. She preferred her hair short like the boys. She was sort of a tomboy, but she didn't really identify with femininity, though I didn't know what that meant when I was 16. And, I mean, I knew what it meant to not identify with femininity because, like, I was queer, but I didn't know what gender nonconforming meant necessarily or what it could be. And she was my first character who really just rejected the gender binary, even though I didn't understand the ramifications of, like, exactly what that meant all the time. But she's a character who's pretty close to my heart because of that, and I really want to do more with her because I feel like she is probably one of the most developed NPC type characters that I have for Tybalt's backstory, and it's a real shame that I didn't, use her more and work with her more. So I want to do that more. I think I want to lean into the sort of gender non-conforming stuff because it works well with the idea that she doesn't follow rules that she doesn't like. Not necessarily as a rebellion sort of thing, but more like she follows her own rules and own standards, and neither society nor the standards or rules that people set are necessarily something that she is going to listen to. So I think I might go into that. She is queer, and I remember that from when I was using her in about 2014, but I never really developed that or her old relationship, so I think I want to do that as well. But she's just a character who I very much love, and I feel like I've neglected for a while, so I'm excited to be able to work more with her. But yeah, as usual, guys, all of my social media stuff and links are in the description below, including the one to my Patreon, which I would appreciate if you took a look at, because that supports me very much. And it was a pretty short video, but I don't really have too much to say about this character, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!